Cities remember how to echo. Tonight, every alley answers back. This is round 3. Tiamat versus the giant T-Rex. And the battleground is city ruins. Out here in the concrete jungle, the rules are different. The wind has sharp edges made of glass. Lightning doesn't just strike the ground. It finds rebar faster. Fire turns entire stairwells into raging chimneys. Frost bites unyielding steel, and acid eats through the very spine of bridges. The city gives them both new advantages. He has new cover concrete cars, collapsed ramps. She has new weapons shimmering reflections, and the tactical high ground. Welcome to the arena, downtown, emptied and cracked. The ribs of towers are exposed to the sky. The streets are silted with a fine layer of shattered glass. A few billboards still breathe faint, dying neon light into the gloom. The open air favors wings, at least until it's forced to knife between skyscrapers. The ground favors massive claws, right up until a floor forgets it's a floor and gives way. Round 1 begins with sound and shadow. Tiamat darkens the avenue with a breath of pure shadow streetlights. Dim cameras die, and courage itself seems to mispronounce its own name. A flash of lightning skips along the old power lines, biting into the rebar of a half-fallen bridge, illuminating the scene in a stark, brutal flash. In response, the T-Rex vanishes into the echo. He keeps his tail low, his teeth clenched tight. Every single roar he lets out becomes a map for him, a left turn here, a stairwell there, a hollow, resonant room just ahead. A wave of fire rolls down the street. He smartly chooses the cover of smoke over the direct flame and emerges from the haze, much closer than before. Now, it's time for the vertical game. She spirals up a skyscraper, her powerful wings carving the wind into invisible knives. One head breathes frost, and it blooms instantly on the steel beams. Ladders glaze over with treacherous ice, making any ascent a death trap. But he is resourceful. He climbs by angles, using loading docks, collapsed ramps, and even a parked bus as a makeshift step. His massive tail anchors him as his shoulders punch through drywall and dust, one floor at a time. One of Tiamat's heads spits acid, kissing a support beam. The metal groans and folds under the corrosive assault. But the T-Rex uses this to his advantage. He rides the falling structure like a ramp, gaining momentum from gravity's pull. This brings us to round 3. With a clap of her wings, she unleashes a storm of glass. 1,000,000 shards rain down, turning the afternoon sky into a glittering comet trail. He lowers his massive skull, letting the hail of glass find his armored back. Then he plows a car into a support pillar, triggering a debris avalanche of his own. The street below forgets it was ever straight. Now, a chaotic jumble of concrete and twisted metal. She counters by threading 5 different plans through a single Corridor 1 attack from high. One from low, another from the side, a feint to misdirect, and a final, central breath that you don't even want to name. It's time for the final exchange. He cuts the corner tight, sliding on a slick of broken glass. He arcs uphill over a crushed staircase and commits to his attack. The bite finds purchase, locking onto the base of one of her Nexa, powerful shake, an anchored hold. She answers with a furious downdraft, a hurricane force blast that rips posters from walls and kicks up a blinding cloud of dust. The lightning stitches through the chaos. Pillar, wing, tooth, and wind meet in a cataclysmic clash. The city itself seems to lean in, holding its breath to listen. When the dust finally picks a place to land, both titans are still standing scarred, battered, but louder for it. So, what's the verdict? In a battlefield of ruins, the first to control the vertical dimension wins. A bite at a joint brings the fight back to Earth. But a reset in formation allows a ruler of the sky to regain control. The city writes its history in echoes, not in final periods. Now it's your turn. Who won this round? Tell me in the comments below, Tiamat or T-Rex. If you enjoyed this epic clash and want to see Desert Tempest for round 4, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Far uptown, a subway door sighs open. No trains are running tonight. Something else walked